Hey everybody, what's up? So this is Redneck here, and it's getting kind of cold outside, so we're going to use the smoker while we still can. We're going to smoke a rack of ribs today, and I'm going to show you guys how we're doing it. Hope you enjoy this video. I cleaned my kitchen for this shit. So, alright, we're going to use Wash Your Sister sauce as our binder on these ribs, alright? So, if I can get the cap open. Sorry, first video, not going to be very good at it. Here we go. Just dump a bunch of that on there. Rub her around. Get her all nice and coated. Just like that. Yeah, buddy. Gonna do some fall off the bone pork ribs on the Pit Boss smoker. All right, let me rinse my hands off here real quick. All right, now for seasonings, we're going to be using Smokin' Maria from Heath's Blend. If you guys want something that's doesn't have a bunch of preservatives in it, kind of all natural, natural seasoning, this is a great company out of Southern Utah. I really like every seasoning that I've gotten from them. Pretty good stuff. Now we're going to season the bottom here. Get all that goodness on there. And then on top of this Heath's Blend seasoning, we're going to be using this seasoning I make myself. A little bit of dry rub here. Some of my black in the dry rub. I love it. Secret family recipe. Can't give it out, guys. All right, flip her over and let's do this other side here. Give her a nice, generous amount. This is what will help create that really nice bark on the smoker that everybody loves. There we go. Yeah. Now some of my stuff. There. Now, pat that in there. Make sure we get all the sides coated here. And just like that. Now, totally covered. Now, what we will do is I will go fire up the smoker and let it get started. We want this to sit for about half an hour and kind of get tacky. It's going to make the meat sweat and kind of absorb some of that liquid out of the outside of the meat, and that's what gives you that nice good bark while still keeping the inside super juicy and delicious. So we'll just let that sit. I'll get the smoker fired up. We're going to run it at 250, and we're going to use the 3-2-1 method. So anybody that doesn't know what that is, it's 3 hours on the smoker, pull it off, wrap it for 2 hours, then pull it off again, unwrap it, put it back on for another hour, right? And then around the half-hour mark of that last hour, we'll put the barbecue sauce on there so it gets nice and sticky and cooked real good the way my wife likes it. So I'm gonna go fire up that smoker and we're gonna let this rest for about half an hour. We'll see you guys in a little while. All right, y'all, it's been about half an hour. So you can kind of see how that dry rub starting to look a little bit wet. It's drawing that moisture out of the meat there. We got our smoker up to 250. We're gonna throw her on, set a timer for 3 hours, and we'll come back and check on it. Oh yeah. There we go. I gotta say, man, I was against these pellet grills for a very long time. I finally got one, and now I'm obsessed. It's just set the temperature, leave it. You ain't got to worry about it no more. All right, guys. We'll see you in about 3 hours. All right, guys. It's been about 3 hours. Our meat's looking real nice. Look at that bark on there. Looking delicious. I know my daughter's already ready to eat it. The clock has gone past noon, which means we're allowed to drink some beer without being an alcoholic. It's time to wrap these babies up. Now, for the wrap, here's what I like to do. Get you some brown sugar, lay that down, and do just a nice coat of brown sugar there. This will all melt and caramelize and get all yummy. Oh yeah. There we go. Brown sugar down. Then we're going to take us a little bit of honey. Just pour that right on top of your brown sugar. Here we go. And then I'm going to lay down some pads of, just little pads of butter on top of all that. Just like that. All right, now we take our rack of ribs, and we're going to lay them meat side down on top of all that deliciousness. Just like that. And we'll take it, just wrap her up like that. Now, I am using butcher paper. You can use aluminum foil for this. I prefer butcher paper. It lets a little bit of that moisture kind of evaporate out of there. Keeps your bark nice and crispy. If you use aluminum foil, it still tastes really good. It just makes your bark just a little bit soggier, not quite as crispy. Now that that's wrapped up, I'm going to go I'll put it meat side down. All the butter is under here. All the honey and butter and brown sugars at the bottom. Just put it meat side down on the smoker, and we're going to smoke it wrapped for 2 hours, 3-2-1 method. After 2 hours, we'll unwrap it. It'll go back on for another hour. Half hour into that, we'll put some barbecue sauce on there. See you then. All right, guys. This has been on for about 2 hours now wrapped. We're going to pull it off, unwrap it. Check that out. I recruited my daughter as a cameraman. Let's see how she does. Maybe she'll be my new future cameraman for all my videos. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Get it close up. Ooh, that's hot. Got that nice glaze going on there. Now we'll get her. Oh, it's already starting to fall apart. Oh, whew, that's hot. All right, get her back there on the smoker. Now, we're going to take a temperature reading here as far as temperatures go. Now, they're done around 195-ish. You can pull them. If you want them really fall off the bone, you want to pull them around 205 to 215. See where we're at now. All right, we're about 185, 200, 190. Yeah, we're about 195. So we'll let that go for about another half hour or so. And then we'll come back in half an hour and we'll put some barbecue sauce on it. We'll see you guys soon. Cheers. All right, guys. So the ribs are on the smoker. We're going to make a barbecue sauce to put on these ribs. So I just got some Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. Can't go wrong with Sweet Baby Ray's, I'm telling you. I'll dump a bunch of it into this bowl here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Now, what we're going to add to it, a little bit of honey. There we go. A little bit more brown sugar. Just like that. Now we're going to add some garlic powder. We love garlic in this house. Some onion powder. Because why not? It was in the pantry. And then we're going to add the seasonings that we rubbed the ribs with. So the Smoke and Maria Heath blend. There we go. Put a bunch of that in there. And then some of my own homemade personal rub. Just like that. And then last but not least, just a little bit of crushed red peppers. Not a whole lot, just enough to give it a little bit of flavor. Just like that. Now we'll whisk all that together. Get all that nice and incorporated, and this will be the barbecue sauce that we use on the ribs towards the end of the smoke. Look at that, nice and thick. Perfect. Now, for anybody that's wondering, I should have said this at the top of the video, but I forgot because I'm new at this. We're using a mixture of applewood pellets and mesquite pellets for this smoke. First time I've used mesquite, so we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully good. So I will see you guys. All right, guys. We're 4 beers in. That means our ribs are almost done. Now these have been on here for about half an hour since we stopped, or since we unwrapped the ribs. So we're gonna put this nice thick barbecue sauce we made earlier on these ribs. Look at that. Nice black bark going on there. We'll just scoop this barbecue sauce on. Just coat those all nice and evenly with this barbecue sauce. Oh, already looks delicious. I'm ready to eat them now. There we go. Make sure we get it all over. Oh, need some back there in the back. Now we'll let this barbecue sauce sit on this smoker for about half an hour. That'll give a little bit of smoke flavor to that barbecue sauce while also cooking it and making it all nice and sticky and tacky and just amazingly delicious. And all that stuff will, the honey and the brown sugar we put in that barbecue sauce will all start to melt, and it'll just start running down them ribs, and then it'll get all sticky and tacky and delicious, and I cannot wait. We'll see you guys in about half an hour. All right, guys, we are about 6 beers deep, which means our ribs are probably about done. Let's take a temperature reading real quick just to double check. But man, that barbecue sauce is looking real good. Let's see where we're at here. 180, 190, 200. All right. Yeah, we're about 210 right now. Definitely time to pull them off. Try and do it without breaking the rack. Look at that. Looks delicious. We'll shut down the smoker here. All right, now it's time to take them inside, and we'll let them rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before we cut them. And then we'll come back and we'll do a cut video and show you how delicious these ribs are. We'll see you in about 10, 15 minutes. All right, y'all. These have been resting for about 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and do a cut on it. See how they look. There we go. Look at that, man. The bone just pulls right out. Nice smoke ring. Tacky barbecue sauce. Let's give her a taste. Those are amazing. So good. So good. I hope you guys like the video. I'm going to start doing some more of these cooking videos on my channel, so keep an eye out. We'll do a whole bunch of different stuff. Stuff on the smoker, stuff on the kitchen, on the stove, stuff in the oven, stuff in the crock pot. So whatever I'm cooking for weekend dinners, we'll film it. We'll put it up. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if you appreciate or like the video, and just drop a comment on the video if you think I should do some more of these cooking videos. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, guys, we're getting the kids' reactions on those ribs that we just made. Oh, we're going to start out with my son. All right, Bubba, try a piece of the ribs. Tell me what you think. Good? Mm-hmm. All right, Sissy, you're up. What do you think, baby? This is the cameraman right here. Good? Perfect. There we go. The whole family loves them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.